having some fun here in studio. Lizanne, you didn't get to go out to some of the venues, but certainly one of the big stories of the games as far as the Canadian perspective was the women's soccer team, which many felt was kind of jobbed, if you will, against the United States in that semifinal, but ended up winning the bronze medal and taking home a medal in a sport kind of like yours, where there wasn't a huge history of success on a global scale, and now starting to build it up. Did you feel kind of inspired by them?
Yeah, I mean, it was a great game. I'm already a huge soccer fan, and that semifinal against the U.S., I would have to say is arguably one of the most exciting soccer games I've ever seen in my life. A lot of times there's not a lot of action in soccer games and low scoring, but I mean, the way that game was going with the goals back to back to back, it was very, very emotional for everyone back at the Village. It was a great game. Too bad, kind of got screwed a little bit, but.
Was it the talk of the Canada House?
It was. Well, the semifinal against the States, we were in the Village watching that. We had a game the following day, and their game was on at night. So everyone. Well, actually, we didn't realize that they kind of got screwed in the beginning. We were just watching, and then you kind of think you know all the rules, but then maybe you're unsure that you know the rules. So we kind of weren't sure what was going on, but we were all really mad, and everyone was tweeting a million tweets per second. And it was only the following day when you heard about, this rule that the referee called about the holding the ball for 6 seconds. That was when everyone was kind of saying, like, what is that? That I read a funny tweet by Mike Farber from Sports Illustrated, and he said, yeah, I've seen that call done before. It was a referee called it on my daughter when she was 6 years old in a 7-a-side soccer game. So
nice. And then obviously the bronze medal game as well against France. Did you have a chance to watch that as well?
We did. We actually had a chance to go to the game and actually go, to their venue about an hour and a half away. Except only the players could have gotten tickets. So a lot of our families were still there, and so we chose to go to the Canada House to watch instead, because then we could have watched it on the big screen. They serve food there, and you're with all the friends and family of the Canadian athletes. So it's really a great environment, and they put up the feeds from the Canadian, whether it be TSN, RDS, or CTV, or, so you get to watch it with the Canadian announcers, which is sometimes a lot cooler than what we get in the Village, where there's no announcing. So you're just watching the sport. So that was really great.
In terms of some of the non-Canadian related things, did you have a chance to see, like Usain Bolt, these kinds of fun highlights from the games on television? Yeah.
We definitely watched a lot of the track and field on TV, and off the court, we got to see Usain Bolt as well, which is pretty fun. He kind of commands attention wherever he goes, so that was pretty funny.
What context, or where was it?
One time when we were walking to to eat, and then you kind of knew someone famous was coming around because a lot of people would scream and run over there. So
really, scream?
Yeah,
what, is this the Beatles now in the Olympics?
Yeah, well, we were kind of not going to get up and run around and scream for anybody, just because we're probably a little bit lazy.
Well, that might also frighten people if you're the giants of the room as well. That wouldn't go well.
Our 6'6" center and all the 6'1", 6'2" players chasing down somebody. We just. A lot of times it's kind of like this mob mentality when we would be in the mall and someone would recognize one of us, let's say our cousin or something, and they would come over and take a picture. Then, 30 people want to come and take a picture. They don't even know who you are, but they just see someone taking a picture. They assume you're famous.
You're wearing the tracksuit. Yeah, let's take a picture with them.
So that happened a lot. But
so when Bolt comes in, does he have an entourage?
Yeah, he does, actually. He has quite a smart... There's a few people that I noticed they have quite a smart setup. And that they go in with a few people, and so you can't immediately get to them. It's almost like security, but I guess it's, your teammates or whatever. And so you kind of diffuse the media. Like with Djokovic, the Serbian tennis player, they had Vlade Divac there, and I'm not sure what his role was with their
decoy.
Olympic.
Hey, yes. It's Vlade Divac. Okay, let's get Djokovic in the back door. Is that how it works, maybe?
That's exactly what happened.
Oh, come on, really? I was just kidding.
No, I swear that's what happened, because when we went to our flag raising ceremony, we were there with Serbia, and, a lot of people saw Djokovic, and then a lot of people saw Vlade, and we were like, Vlade, oh my gosh, we need a picture with him. Yeah, he's the only person we went and asked for pictures with.
Really?
We were like,
Does he still
crap.
have the great beard?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Marco Polo has had a prolific beard for many years. Don't you look up to a Vladdy Divac who's had a great beard?
I can, yes. It's a little gray, but I would imagine at this point, but that is a great beard.
Yeah, great beard for sure.
So people just mob him, I guess.
Yeah, well, it diffuses the crowd. So, I mean, we were joking that we almost pushed Djokovic out of the way to get to Vladdy.
Oh, nice.
I mean, he had about 1 million people around him as well. And so we were, basketball, we wanted to run over and get a picture with Vladdy. So that's...
But what the hell was he doing there? Was Serbia in the Olympics for men's basketball?
No. So that's why we're sure he was some kind of decoy brought in for that, because he was always...
Or just a mentor to the Serbian athletes?
Possibly, but he was always walking around with Djokovic. So we thought that he was...
Wow.
Some kind of decoy.
Maybe it was just a bodyguard that looks like Divac.
No, for sure it was him. For sure it was him.
All right. Did he play in the Olympics, by the way?
Yeah.
For Yugoslavia, perhaps, back in the day?
Yeah, I think so. On the ESPN 30 for 30, have you seen?
Yes, that was a great documentary. If you have a chance to see that, the ESPN 30 for 30, where he goes to sort of make amends with his fallen teammate who was also a star.
Vladdy did play in the 88 Seoul games, winning silver with Yugoslavia. Then in 96, once again silver for Vladdy Divac.
All right. Well, there you go. So that's kind of a fun story. So cafeteria, is it just kind of like you get your tray and you form a line? Is that what it was?
I mean, it is. The first time we went in there, it was so overwhelming that you almost go in hungry and then you don't eat anything because it looks like a factory. There's room for 10,000 people to kind of sit and eat.
Wow.
And you can eat any type of food. So they divided the room into sections. There was like the Taste of Great Britain section, and then there was the Americas and European cuisine, and then there was the Mediterranean with the pizza and the pasta, and then in the back there was the Caribbean and African cuisine, and then in the other...
Did Bolt go there? I bet he went there.
Yeah, a lot of people ate there every day. That was kind of where I ate a lot too, because we found that food was kind of the best. And then there was the Asian and Indian cuisine on the one side. So
Mo Khan just pumped his fist, by the way.
It was crazy. You almost had to go in with a plan of, okay, I am going to eat this. I'm not going to be overwhelmed and distracted by all of the great smelling treats on the side. Like, you had to go in and get your food. Otherwise, you could have been there for an hour and a half and not really eat.
Wow. All right. Well, there you go. Nice insight into the. Go ahead.
Oh, wait. I forgot one part of the cafeteria area is there's a McDonald's in there. And a lot of the athletes did not. Our team definitely did not eat there during competition. Probably no, European and North Americans. But McDonald's was packed every single day from morning until nighttime.
Really?
Huge lineup every day. So Olympians do eat McDonald's. That was a surprising fact for me.
Do you think maybe it's a case of some of the Olympians that don't really have a McDonald's near them, that maybe are just it's a treat for them, but also they have wraps and things that are more healthy now, I guess.
Or like when Homer Simpson with Krusty Burger and
Yes.
Give me 200.
There's the requisite Simpsons reference for a Tuesday night on Game Points. It is Game Points here on TSN 990. Other side of the break, a surprise for Lizanne Murphy of the Canadian women's basketball team, kind enough to join us here in studio a few days before she departs for her professional season over in France.